Hey, my name is Canaan Marshall, and I'm here. I'm going to get ready to call Michelle Boyd with Smith Boyd Interiors, and we're going to do a DIY virtual office Kiki. Let's see what he's up to. So, hey, Michelle, what's
Up,
up?
Canaan?
What's
What,
going
did you say
on?
a Kiki, a virtual Kiki?
Kiki, yes. That's what it's called. So
Well,
we
let's
were
get this
call.
Kiki
I was
started.
calling you to see what's going on in your world since we are on this quarantine and we are in this pandemic, and now we have Black Lives Matters, and we know we're all in movement of rights and everything. What's going on in your world? What's good with you?
All of the above.
So check these.
Sure, yeah, check. But it's a great time to be alive, but it's also a really scary time to be alive.
Yes.
I want to be, and I think we all want to be a part of the solution.
Yes.
So it's a lot of education on our part as the Black community, but also our white colleagues and friends and allies. You know, and it feels kind of apropos that it's Atlanta. We're always at
Yes.
the forefront of, real movement, especially when it comes to civil rights. Historically, Atlanta's played a really big part of that. Of moving the agenda forward as Black people. So I'm really
Yes.
excited about that. And for it to coincide with Pride, I mean, it's too much love at one time. You know what I mean?
Hey.
So like we're
So
rediscovering love for our community and teaching other people how to do so. And also love for our gay community. I mean,
yes.
our chosen family, which is, you can't really beat that.
Can't beat it. Look, it's so much love. It's all. It's real. It's so real. But let
I
me
love
ask
you,
you this:
Canaan.
as an interior designer here in Atlanta, Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
what are some ways that you can tell people how to bring in, freshen up their home without going out, or bringing a newness of their surrounding spaces they are trapped in? Because we're on quarantine, right?
Yeah, well, believe it or not, I was afraid. I was worried that, I don't know what's going to happen to my industry, how we're going to make money, how I'm going to pay my team, how we're going to eat.
Ooh, you
What I
got
mean?
that right. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're independent contractors, right? And what we
Yeah.
do is such a luxury.
Yes.
But believe it or not, people are like having not only cabin fever, but they're feeling like, you know what? This place is more important to me than I gave it credit for. Let's spruce it up. Let's update a couple things, and I am so grateful to get those calls. Let me tell you. So a lot of it, though, as you can probably guess, is really home office. Yes. Because people are having to work at home, and that's our life. We do that now. We go where we need to be, but it's less interfacing for the corporate people of the world, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm doing a lot of creating home offices from spaces that are not used, especially dining rooms. Nobody ever uses a dining room, right?
Yeah.
It's like we use a room twice a year. Why not make this a home office? And it's working out really well. I'm excited about being creative again, and having, just adding value. I kind of feel like that's my goal every day as a designer. We're luxury, but we want to add value wherever we go, right? I know you feel the same way.
Of course, yes. When you look at a palette, and I come from the flower situation. I love flowers. I do flowers. But when you look at a palette, how do you insert flowers into your palette or into your creative design in your space, in your home?
You see my face is all scrunched up just because it's like, it's natural.
That's right. That's a good answer.
It's natural. I mean, there's no Michelle without a little bit of Canaan.
Hey now.
So for me, it's funny because I've been doing a lot of Zoom calls, lots of IG lives, so forth and so on. And I always want to paint my backdrop like I would a photograph, So we're telling a story, and part of my stories when it comes to interiors, when it comes to photographs, and even my Zoom calls are fresh flowers.
Yes.
Always. Can you see that back there?
I see you.
Okay, that's a nod to you, friend.
Come on.
That's a nod to you.
That's right. I love it. But by having the beautiful flowers, and then you're telling how to utilize the space in the area that you're in, what is that one thing that you can do in a space that can change the whole look of it? Or what that one thing that you're looking in a room or a space and say, okay, I can do this to create just a little magic, a little something?
Well, the first thing is always, and this is really, really, really important. Pay attention.
Yes.
Hire me.
Hey, let's be clear.
That's one. But if you have to do it yourself, sad times. But if you have to do it yourself,
yes.
The easiest way to change any mood in any room is always paint, right? It's always color. Yes. It's always environment. And you want to always choose a color that you look good in, that makes you feel good. Yes. And if you're running out of clues or you're not sure where to start, go to your closet and look at what your favorite things are. Scroll through your photographs and figure out what you look great in. And that'll give you some clue about how to approach your walls. So I think the easiest, most cost effective, not having to get a professional involved, thing to do is paint.
That was hard to say, friend. I know it was
very hard to say.
It was hard to say.
Yeah.
I want to tell you. So, I know as being one of your friends, I really do love you dearly, but you love scents, smells.
Can you smell me right now?
Orgasmic. Yes.
And that was the right answer. That was the right answer.
So I know that plays a big role in your life and also luxury and lifestyle and different things. So how do you accentuate your room? Or what do you do to make a room smell good or create a moment? What do you do for the real space?
I have stated my entire reputation on creating moments. But you're right. I am like fragrance obsessed. Yes. I've been working on my own home fragrance line for like the last few months. It'll be ready in fourth quarter. You were smelling scents last time you were here, remember?
I know. And I like that one with which one, Bubble something or
it was called Sexy Man.
And then I checked yes.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so outside of scent, and really that's just an atmosphere, right? Like scent is one of those things that becomes signature. And that's what your house should be, should be signature. So the only way to create a real moment is to personalize it, right?
That's right.
I believe in creating layers on tables. Everybody's obsessed with coffee tables right now, bedside tables, desks. Yes. I love layers, but the layers shouldn't be things or it shouldn't be limited to things you found on sale at your local home goods. It really should be some things from your past, some things that are really reflective of who you are and where you've been, mixed in with some of that new stuff, and then something aspirational, where you're going.
Yeah.
I think anytime you have an opportunity to personalize and customize, that equates to luxury.
I got you. I feel you on that. I definitely feel
and flowers. I forgot.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's be clear. We got to have the flowers. Come on. So, as being in Atlanta, also being a trailblazer, also being an entrepreneur as a Black man in Atlanta, Georgia, have your own company, your positivity have the effect on this community.
How am I affecting the community positively?
Because I will get my, my report on. You said how I got about that friend? Yeah, I got
you. Is this Gail King or is this Canaan? I can't tell.
Look, Steve.
This might be CBS this morning. You calling me to the carpet, but I will tell you that I think the first thing is what I said earlier about my focus is always adding value, right? And in a lot of ways, that's just to our clients, and that's a very small percentage of the population. Yeah. But in a space like this, and this just goes back to my good home training, me and my mama. Okay. And whenever I can't figure out what to do, or I'm in a bad place, or I feel helpless, or whatever, the best thing you can do is serve. So any space and any time I've had to volunteer, march, educate, and just make this transition easier or education easier for whoever I know in my circle and outside, I'll take it. A service is the best way to get out of a funk, help somebody else.
Yes. I definitely know that. Like, so in this quarantine, even talking with you and communicating with you, helping me get through, like, hey, Canaan, you're gonna make it through this. Like, this is gonna work. Just keep pushing. And that's what we have to do as young men, as African-American men in this community, right?
Yeah, you and I are Zooming right now, but at least a few times a week, I'm on Zoom calls with multiple friends from Boston, New York, Los Angeles, and we're just kind of lifting each other up, having an opportunity to, I don't know, to be in a comfortable space, like be with family and just voice all of our concerns and not having to worry about how it comes out, or if it's appropriate, or if it's, PC. Yeah. And so we can work it out on each other before we take it to the community.
That is true.
And I don't know. Just
so it's more like a
involved.
sketchboard and a palette, or more of a canvas that we all throwing on, and then you see the end result of it.
You want me to talk about the fact that I'm a painter? Is that what you want me to do?
I got you.
You talking about painting, canvassing. Is this a plug? Is that a plug for me?
Yes, bring it. That's what I'm talking about. Come through, yes.
You can go to michelsmithboyd.com. Oh, you know what? You can catch me at G Gallery. I got a whole new collection there.
So, Michel, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for giving me this moment to even talk and converse about what's going on in the community, and also the pride, and also Black Lives Matter. Thank you so much. Anything, final things you need to say or would like to say?
Nothing more than, I'm so grateful for the Atlanta Pride community.
Yes.
For friends like you,
yes.
Like I said earlier, chosen family.
Yes.
We really have an opportunity to, to make a difference and kind of set the example for the cis community.
Yeah.
How we come together and combat all the hardships and make it clear that all Black lives matter. Especially our Black trans women who are in trouble right now.
Yes.
I'm just really excited about this year's Pride. I think it's going to be amazing. Everybody's just itching to get out and have a good time. So come to Atlanta.
Yes, and be safe doing it. That's right. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you, Pride.